Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel and particularly this video. I think I'm making this video just to address my opinion with regards to the naming of the University of Ghana after JB Danquah, which have sought to be given reasons to or explain as to why this should be so by Paul Adom Otchere, even though in his assertions he also indicated that we could name the university after anyone if we are not comfortable with JB Danquah. But particularly, I'm making this video because I watch Paul Adom Otchere a lot and I love his call for intellectual discussions. He asks the youth to be interested in having intellectual discussions so that we'll be able to have solutions that confront us as a country. And so, on that basis, I'm totally against all youth or anyone who actually use words of insult, abusive words against Paul Adom Otchere, against some of his assertions or positions or opinions that he has. Notwithstanding that, I think that this particular video or subsequently many of my videos would be a form of intellectual engagement that I think I'm going to have with Paul Admotre, because I've watched him for quite some time now, and I think that many of his assertions are totally um, against some of us, our perspectives, and therefore I want to take upon myself that challenge to come on board to have that form of intellectual discussion um, with him using my small channel. Of course, he has all the resources that there is in terms of finances, in terms of the media space, in terms of his experience. Of course, he's my senior brother. Notwithstanding that, the little that I can also do as a youth is to actually come out with some form of different perspectives that I have to many of the assertions that he has. I must say that there are two things that will actually save this country, and of course any country, is the intellect of the people. How intelligent are the people? How intelligent are the leaders of a country? That is one thing that I think that can save us. If we have people that are smart, if you have people that are creative, if you have people that are proactive, and all this comes from intelligence. That is why education is very critical, because education, and I'm not talking about schooling, I'm talking about education, makes people of any country very intelligent, very smart, so that they are able to take decisions that would push the country forward, or they are able to be creative in dealing with the challenges that confront. So that is one aspect. Intellect is very important. Abusive words is not good at all. Another thing that can save us is rapture. And I know that the country is dominated by religion, about 70% Christians, and then some percentage Muslims. So we all believe to some extent in rapture. And so during crisis, during civil unrest, um, during any sort of crisis, as to whether it's landslides, as whether it's floodings, just name it, war, whatever, we expect to be saved by the intellect of the leaders and the people. And then for people that believe that there's rapture, maybe because of the challenges that we have, you think that God should just come, or Jesus Christ should just come today, and then the world comes to an end so that we overcome the challenges that we face. But I do not know how rapture could be the savior of our country or the world at large, but I know how intellect or intelligence could help us deal with the challenges that we have as a country, and that is through education. And so, if intellect is a way by which we can solve the daily problems that we have, then we need to come out as youth to actually engage Paul Adom Otchere on many of his assertions through intellectual perspectives or window devoid of insults and abusive language. And so moving forward, I think that's what I will be doing, looking at some of the assertions of Paul and then coming out with arguments as an ordinary citizen to indicate how I totally disagree with Paul. And I hope that this would help us create a level playing ground where we compromise to come out with solutions that confront the country. Um, so let's look at the argument of naming the University of Ghana after JB Danquah. And even though Paul indicated that if we don't agree that the University of Ghana should be named after JB Danquah, then we can decide of who it should be named after. And then he went ahead to looked at the achievements of JB Danquah he made mention of how JB Danquah had his PhD at 27, had written a lot of books, the first to form a political party, and many of the achievements that he mentioned, which I totally agree. And then he added that that could be the reason why the president of Ghana decided that the University of Ghana should be named after JB Danquah. I totally disagree with this because there are a lot of people who have also made significant contribution to the development of Ghana. So for you to give this achievements of JB Danquah and say they are the reason why you want to name the University of Ghana after him, I think we don't just need reason of why the University of Ghana should be named after JB Danquah, but we need real reasons. We need real reasons because anybody at all can just give reason. If Akufo-Addo leaves government after he has named the University of Ghana after JB Danquah, another president comes and say, I have a reason of why Professor Evans John Atamil should be named after the University of Ghana. Another president comes and say, I have a reason of why Dr. Kwame Despite should be named after the University of Ghana. Another president comes and say, I have a reason why Honorable Kennedy Ajapon should be named after the University of Ghana. Then everyone is going to have reason of why the names of universities should be changed from one person to another and then another and another. We just don't need reasons. And of course, it's not only if JB Danquah, who might have acquired PhD at 27. I'm sure, as I say, probably there are a lot of people that have been able to do that before 27 in this contemporary age. In terms of he writing a lot of books, in fact, there are also a lot of people who have written more books than JB Danquah. I'm sure Ataidu might have written a lot of books than JB Danquah. So why won't the University of Ghana be named after Ama Edu? So um, I think that just coming out to defend the president and saying that he has reasons of naming the University of Ghana after JB Danquah for he being certain achievements, it's not enough. We should have a discussion about this, and there should be a reason, a real reason. The president should give us a real reason why he has chosen JB Danquah out of a lot, because there are quite smart people out there. There are quite a lot of people who contributed significantly to the development of the country. If you want to compare, let's have a national debate and list out people that are living, list out people that are dead, and have a national discussion on them and agree on why, if there is even the need of why one of them should be named after the University of Ghana. And so basically, that's my point. We cannot just listing out the achievements of JB Danquah does not in any way justify why it should be named after him. Because there are a lot of people who have the same or even more contribution to the development of the country than JB Danquah. And so, if we want to build an aspirational society, why only University of Ghana? Then, if that's the case, let's name all schools. It is the point. If we really think that naming JB Danquah um, um, or naming the University of Ghana after JB Danquah will build an aspirational society, and we are really serious about this, Then let's name all schools after people, after people that have lived, have made significant contributions to the society. So that's my argument to Paul. If Paul's argument is that naming the University of Ghana after JB Danquah will lead to an aspirational society where people would want to read about JB Danquah because they want to know why is a university named after JB Danquah. If people want to know why and they read more about JB Danquah, they will become aspirational. Then it's easy. It's even best to start this at the lower primary. So let's start from there. Why start from the university? If you want to build an aspirational society, then you have to start from the bottom. Let's start from primary. Let's start from KG. Let's go around all the basic education and name schools after JB Danquah, after Rawlins, after whatever. Let's go. Let's make sure that we change the name of every school to the name of people that have made significant contributions to the society. That's one of the easiest way we can uh, build an aspirational society. But for you to say that you want to actually change the University of Ghana into the name of JB Danquah for the fact that he has made some significant achievement doesn't in any way sit down well with some of us, because we actually have a lot of people who have also made those contributions to society. And I think this are my points. I hope that you actually subscribe to my channel. Click on the notification button as we engage each other. I think that I want to welcome your comments. No abusive language. You are youth. And come out if there is anything that you think you don't understand. If you side with Paul, just come out with more explanation, maybe to some of the things he has said. If you think that I can improve on this submission, I think you can also reach out to me and make sure that your comments are actually an intellectual comments that you would have. I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you very much for joining. Bye.